Is there such a thing as too much talent? Or are the Dodgers about to prove that in baseball, you can never have enough aces? Let me paint you a picture that's going to make every other team in baseball absolutely sick to their stomachs. Imagine a rotation where Shohei Ohtani is your number 3 starter, where Yoshinobu Yamamoto might not even pitch in the biggest games because you have better options, where a Cy Young winner could be your 4th or 5th man. Sounds like a fantasy baseball team, right? Wrong. This could be the actual Los Angeles Dodgers rotation in 2026 if they pull off what might be the most audacious trade in modern baseball history. Welcome back, Dodger Nation. Today we're diving into a blockbuster proposal that has the baseball world simultaneously fascinated and horrified. According to a detailed analysis from Newsweek and Fansided, the Dodgers are being linked to a trade for Tarik Skubal, the back-to-back American League Cy Young Award winner from the Detroit Tigers. If this happens, and I mean it because this will require Andrew Friedman to essentially mortgage the entire farm system, the Dodgers would have a 6-man rotation featuring 6 legitimate aces. This isn't just roster construction. This is baseball domination on a scale we've never seen before. Before we get into the specifics of the trade proposal, let's talk about who Tarik Skubal actually is. Because if you're not an American League fan, you might not fully appreciate just how dominant this guy has been. Skubal just won his 2nd consecutive Cy Young Award. Not just won, dominated the voting. In 2025, he posted an ERA of 2.21 with 241 strikeouts. He's a left-handed power pitcher with elite command, a devastating slider, and the kind of competitive fire that shows up in October. But here's what makes Skubal different from other ace pitchers. He's proven. He's not a prospect with potential. He's not a guy who had one good year. He's been the best pitcher in the American League for 2 straight seasons, doing it in a hitter-friendly division, facing tough lineups night after night. When you're talking about the best pitcher on the planet right now, Skubal is in that conversation with maybe 2 or 3 other guys, and the Dodgers might be able to get him. The situation in Detroit is what makes this trade possible. According to the Newsweek report, Skubal and the Tigers are far apart in contract negotiations. His agent, Scott Boras, is reportedly seeking a deal in the neighborhood of $400 million. That's not a typo. $400 million. And Detroit, despite their recent success and improved financial situation, apparently isn't willing or able to meet that number. Skubal is entering the final year of his contract, which means he'll be an unrestricted free agent after the 2026 season. This creates a classic dilemma for the Tigers. Do they hold on to Skubal for one more year, try to compete, and risk losing him for nothing in free agency? Or do they trade him now, get a massive haul of prospects and young players, and rebuild their system while he still has maximum trade value? Based on the reporting, it seems like Detroit is leaning toward the latter option. And if they're going to trade him, who better to deal with than the Dodgers, who have both the prospect capital and the financial resources to make it work? Let's talk about what the Dodgers will be getting if this trade happens. They'd be acquiring a rental, yes, but it's a rental of the best pitcher in baseball with the exclusive negotiating window to sign him to a long-term extension. The Dodgers have proven they're willing to spend on elite talent. They gave Shohei Ohtani $700 million. They gave Yoshinobu Yamamoto $325 million. If they believe Skubal is worth $400 million, they'll pay it. And having him under contract for 1 guaranteed year gives them time to work out a deal without competing with 29 other teams. Now, let's get to the trade proposal itself, because this is where things get really interesting and really expensive in terms of prospect capital. According to the fan-sided proposal analyzed by Newsweek, the Dodgers would send 4 significant pieces to Detroit, Emmett Sheehan, Zaire Hope, Alex Freeland, and River Ryan. Let's break down each player and what they bring to the table. Emmett Sheehan is a right-handed pitcher who's already proven he can pitch at the major league level. And has baseball ever seen anything this ruthless? Or are the Dodgers about to redefine what it means to be a supervillain in sports? Let me paint you a picture that's going to make every non-Dodgers fan absolutely lose their mind. Imagine waking up one morning and seeing a notification on your phone. Tarik Skubal traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers. The back-to-back Cy Young winner, the most dominant pitcher on planet Earth, now wearing Dodger blue. Your first reaction would probably be disbelief. Your second reaction? Pure, unfiltered rage if you root for literally any other team. Because if this trade happens, and I mean if it wouldn't just break baseball, it would shatter into a million pieces and reassemble it in the Dodgers' image. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the most audacious, most controversial, most absolutely insane trade proposal that's been circulating through baseball circles. According to an explosive analysis published by Newsweek, based on a proposal from Fansided, the Los Angeles Dodgers are being linked to a blockbuster deal for Detroit Tigers ace Tarik Skubal. And when I say this would change everything, I'm not exaggerating. We're talking about a rotation that would feature 6 legitimate aces. 6. Let that sink in for a moment. This is the kind of move that would have commissioners calling emergency meetings and rival GMs questioning their career choices. Let's break down why this is simultaneously the smartest and most villainous thing the Dodgers could possibly do. First, let's talk about who Tarik Skubal actually is. Because if you haven't been paying attention, you need to understand the magnitude of what we're discussing here. Skubal just won his second consecutive American League Cy Young Award. Not just won, dominated. In 2025, he posted a 2.21 ERA with 241 strikeouts. He's not just good, he's generational. He's the kind of pitcher who makes opposing lineups look foolish. He's the ace that every team in baseball would kill to have leading their rotation. But here's where it gets interesting. Skubal is entering the final year of his contract with the Detroit Tigers. And according to multiple reports, contract extension negotiations have completely collapsed. His agent, Scott Boras, is reportedly seeking a deal in the $400 million range. $400 million for a pitcher, and the Tigers, despite having one of the best pitchers in baseball, apparently can't or won't meet that number, which means Skubal is almost certainly going to hit free agency after 2026, and Detroit is staring down the barrel of losing him for nothing but a compensatory draft pick. This is where the Dodgers come in. Christopher Klein's analysis in the Newsweek article makes a brutally honest assessment. This package might be an underpay for Skubal, but the reality is that right now, he's nothing more than a rental. The Dodgers have the ability to pay him, something the Tigers haven't proven they can do. That's the key insight right there. The Dodgers aren't just trading for 1 year of Skubal. They're trading for the exclusive negotiating window to sign him to that $400 million extension. They're trading for the certainty that he won't end up with the Yankees or Mets or some other rival. They're eliminating competition before it even starts. Now let's talk about what this rotation would actually look like if Skubal joins the Dodgers. Buckle up, because this is where things get absolutely ridiculous. Your 2026 Los Angeles Dodgers starting rotation would be Shohei Ohtani, who's returning to mound after his recovery, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the $325 million Japanese ace, Tyler Glasnow, when healthy, one of the most electric arms in baseball, Blake Snell, the left-handed ace who's already confirmed in this scenario, Roki Sasaki, the young Japanese phenom who's being posted. And now, potentially, Tarik Skubal, the back-to-back Cy Young winner. That's not a rotation. That's a cheat code. That's what you'd create in a video game if there were no salary cap and no trade logic restrictions. That's 6 legitimate number 1 starters on the same staff. Andrew Friedman could run a 6-man rotation all season long, keeping everyone fresh, managing workloads, and ensuring that come October, he's got 6 fully rested aces ready to dominate. No other team in baseball history has ever had this kind of pitching depth. Not the Braves of the 90s, not the Yankees dynasty. Nobody. But here's the thing that makes this both brilliant and terrifying. It's actually possible. The Dodgers have the prospects. They have the financial flexibility. They have the organizational infrastructure to absorb a contract. Like, is there such a thing as too much talent? Or are the Dodgers about to prove that in baseball, you can never have enough aces? Let me paint you a picture that's going to make every other team in baseball absolutely sick to their stomach. Imagine a rotation where Shohei Ohtani is your number 3 starter, where a $325 million ace like Yoshinobu Yamamoto might not even be your opening day pitcher, where you have so much elite pitching that you could legitimately run a 6-man rotation and still have the best staff in baseball history. Sound impossible? Well, according to a blockbuster proposal that's making waves across the baseball world, the Los Angeles Dodgers might be plotting the most audacious move in modern sports, trading for Tarik Skubal, the back-to-back American League Cy Young Award winner. Welcome back, Dodger Nation. Today we're breaking down an absolutely insane trade scenario reported by Newsweek and proposed by Fansided that would bring the best pitcher on planet Earth to Los Angeles. We're talking about a move so aggressive, so overwhelming, that it would essentially end competitive balance in baseball for the foreseeable future. This is the kind of transaction that makes rival fans scream about the Dodgers ruining the sport, and honestly, they might have a point. But if you're a Dodgers fan, this is the ultimate fantasy. Let's dive into how this could actually happen and what it would mean for the three-peat chase. First, let's establish exactly who Tarik Skubal is, because if you're not paying close attention to the American League, you might not fully appreciate what we're talking about here. Skubal just won his 2nd consecutive Cy Young Award with the Detroit Tigers. In 2025, he posted a 2.21 ERA with 241 strikeouts. He's not just good, he's historically dominant. He's the kind of pitcher who can single-handedly swing a playoff series. He's the ace that every contending team dreams about having. But here's where things get interesting. Skubal is entering the final year of his contract, and according to multiple reports, contract extension negotiations with Detroit have completely collapsed. His agent, Scott Boras, is reportedly seeking a deal in the $400 million range. The Tigers, despite their recent improvements, have shown zero willingness to meet those demands. They're a small market team trying to build sustainably, and committing that kind of money to one player simply isn't in their DNA.